To confide a secret to batin. To be lined, closing to batin. To penetrate to fathom was tabtin. Explorer designs belly interior betin butun ve ebten ve butunan. Onda triba smala beten butun ve ebtun den qabliye. The longest part of a feather beten ve betanan. To bring forth an only validet betana vahida child woman gluttony surfeit betne repellation banishes البتين تذهب نيتana intelligence strap girth bitane ebtine bütun thriving man gharid bitan lining of clothes batane etub betain familiar cortis الرجول large volume botaniye betaniye betatin ve betaniyat blanket interior intimate batin buvatin hidden the hidden god depressed ground batin ebtine ve butanan soil of the food batin akdem interiorly batinan ve batine big bellied batin ve batine ve batin ve mebtan gluton full back purse keys batin feeling a pain in the belly mebtun slender and thin bellied mübettin Fallujah small sailing vessel mübettine jar swamp batiye bewatin to tune a musical instrument bezat to be fat corpulent a betun harsh temperate fette bette fat corpulent bezize ve fazize bezize to be compact in flesh beza buzu to be uncircumcised bazire bezare big lipped uncircumcised abzur to pour down a continual rain cloth be'an to fall from a cloud rain to send forth spring herbage land be'an ve be'an furniture possession water contained in a cloud be'a gurgling fluency of speech berbere to tickle berbes who has lost his lover beta'a teeth letter billet card betaqe betaiq label to be betele butla butulenan corrupted to be reduced to nothing to be of an avail to relate a jestingly beta lete fi To be workless either, betele, betatlete, workman to case. To be brave to brave as a hero, batel, betule, betale, ve butule. To annual, to cancel, betele, eptele. Deed, to render a thing worthless of no avail, to stop, to break an habit, to give up, to stop work on a feast day, to be gallant, to busy oneself, tell about trifles, to be in quest of vain things, to be kept as a holiday feast, vanity, falsehood, trifle, butul ve butulen, groundlessness, idleness, topage, leisure, rest, betale, time, holiday, leave of absence, bravery, heroism, betalet ve butulet, abolition, abrogation, iptale, cancelling, reticence, vanity, falsehood, batile, abatil, useless, deluge, wizard, the devil, batalet, vanity, thriftless, batil, hero, gallant man, batele, eptale, worthless, workless, hero, batale. Residing trifler, müptil, turpentine tree, bottom, ulcer on the shank, to be inside, to beten, butuna ve butena, counsel of self, to penetrate, to engage in the middle of, to strike and on the belly, velehe, to be surfeited and distended, belly, batine, betanen, to be big-bellied, betun, betane, to have a belly ache, butun, betana, to choose, betun ve ebten, intimate friend, to line clothing, to strap a beast, to conceal a thing. After, later on, berde ve berden, he is not come yet, lem yeti berdu. After compliments, I begin, emma berdu. After, berde ma ve minel berde. Immediately after, soon after, baride zalike, far away, remote, baride burada ve bude burdan, fata foragina, ebed, farm country house, ebediye, ebadiye, remote distance from mübtediyen, to dung cutter, barir, bagara, to throw dung at, bagara, to clean the bowls, bagare ve ebgare ve tebagare, dung of hoofed animals, bagre ve bagare, extreme destitution, dung, bagre ve bagarat, camel, bagir, buğran ve ebgire, ebagir. Stand stable for cattle, mebgher, to palpitate, member, belres, tebgheres, cut off from the body, to scatter people goods, برزق, dispersion, scattering, برزق, disperser, lavish, spendthrift, مبغيزك, to be startled, to become emaciated, بغوثة, بغازان, to sting, mosquito, berzan, to be troubled by mosquitoes, boris, to share, to divide into lots parts, بغسة, to have many mosquitoes, أبغزة, part, share, portion, some, any, certain, during a certain night, بأس, أبغاز, بأس, الليالي, one night, between them each, other one another, بأسهم, بأذان, gnat, mosquito, بأوز, full of mosquitoes, بأيز ومبائز, division, destination, تبعيز, partly in part, بالتبعيز, full of mosquitoes, place, مبعز, to go beyond, بأت, بعتان, وأبعت, في, to exceed in, to slaughter, a beast, to overburden, أبعت, to soak the soil, بغاقة, rain, to dig, a well, to yell, to shout, to slaughter a camel, بغان, to send to, برسا, أو إلى, delegate, to consign, to awake, برسا وتبعسا, rise, the deed, to incite, ألا, to be awake, to wake, برسا براسا, to flow poetry verses, تبئس, to be sent, to be raised from, انبعث, to deed, the flow of water, to hasten, to send, ابتعاث, sending, resurrection, بعث, army, envoy, بعث وبعث, بعوث, Easter prayers said, بعوث, بواعث, on Easter Monday, army, بعيث, بعوث, mission of a prophet, بعث ومبعث, sender, impulsive, cause, بعيث, cause, impulsion, بعيث, بعاث, motive, awake, waker, watcher, بعيث, sent, raised, reason, بعيث, مبعوث, ومنبعث, upset furniture, and بغير, بغسير, بغسيرة, to jumble it together, to scatter things, to turn a thing upside down, to rip up the belly, بأج, بأجن, to dent metallic vessels, to dig the earth, بأج, to burst with rain, cloud, تبأج, وَنِيبَج, to be ripped up, to be dented, to break out into words, انبعج بالكلام, انبعج بالكلام, large valley, بائج, بوائج, ripped, open belly, بائج, to go, بعود, بعود, وبعيد, بعدان, and away, to be afar off from, to die, to remove, to distance, بعد وأبعد, to take away, to drive off, to keep away, باعد مباعدة وبعادا, to be remote, to send far away, أبعدا. May God curse him, أبد الله, to be distant from it, تباعد to part from to quit تبي وتباعد وبتعد and to consider distant is تبيد remote to go away from and distance remoteness بعد وبعد وبعدة weariness بعد وبعدة may he be afar off may he perish بعد له any innoxious bird بغاس بغاسان Baghdad Baghdad to pretend be from Baghdad تبغداد to assume the manners of people of Baghdad, to go to Baghdad, to flaunt, to drink without بغرة بغران وبغير وبغران quenching its thirst camel to rain abundantly النبئ السماء بغران to be well soaked soil بغير shower بغرة وبغرة unquenchable thirst بغرة who feels بغير وبغير وبغارة وبغارة an unquenchable thirst sweepingness of water rain بغرة to kick to strike بغزان with a stick to cut swiftness sprightliness بغزة lively sprightly libertine وباغيس channel straight the بوغازيم Bosporus the pour down of fine rain باريش بغاشان to be watered by a fine rain soil بغوش fine rain بغوشة to be برد وبرد وبريد وبراد hated loathed to hate exaggerate to render برد hateful to cause loathe something to hate detest أبعد to show coldness تبأسي إلى to hate one another تبأس hatred dislike disgust بعد وبعاد detestation بعد وبعد hating loathful مبغيت odious loathsome بغيت ومبغيت مبغيت more hateful who has more hatred أبعد to budget degenerate children through a missiles بغل وبغل to be slow weary to work at the piece of a mole بغل موش poor projection بغالة وأبغال شمول بغلة بغلات وبغالة mule driver muleteer بغال to crack a water skin a vessel بغك to burst cloud تبغك وتبغك to burst to ونبغك وبتغك في الكلام break out into big high words cloud pouring down an abundant بغاء rain shriek vociferation to be heart body بغيك بغاكيا to cut off the extremities of the body with بركة بركة فول باركة heat, intenses of thing meeting place, بوغ, كوكة, to marry, بغلة, بغلة, بغولة, to be astonished, amazed at, بغيلة, بغالة, to ally by marriage, بغلة, قومان, tribes, to obey her husband, wife, تبغلة, to become the husband of, استبعل, consort husband, بغلة, بغلة, وبغالة, unwatered land or plant or land, بغل, plant that is only watered by rain, Ona Lord, the good Baal, Baalbek, Baalbek, idol wooden statue, Barim, to commit an offense, Bera, Berava, Bera, Berya, to borrow a horse, Bera Vestabia, loan, Beru, to be stirred, blood, Berem, Benaam, Nera, to treat something underfoot, Berber, snorting below, Berber, eager forward, Muberir, to happen unexpectedly, turn, to surprise, to fall suddenly upon, Beberte, to break unexpectedly on, to be surprised, to remain speechless, amazed. Intabi'at, unexpected event. Bertat, unexpectedly, suddenly, abruptly. Berte وعلى bertat, surprised, speechless. منبغيت, to be spotted with. Berise bersa, white and black sheep. Mixture of black and white. Be'asa, a lot of people. Bersa, rubble. Ebras, ebrasa,